Time Warner Cable is pleased to be an underwriting sponsor for Carolina Week.
Coming up on the April 14th edition of Carolina Week.
We'll all be in a hurry to get out of town soon, but speeding could cost you big time.
An increase in tuition is one thing, but an increase in the price of pizza? It's un-American.
In sports, the track and field team is off and running, preparing for the ACC Outdoor Championships.
Weathercaster Laura Pagano will tell us if warmer temperatures will return this week.
All that and an event to remember. Carolina Week starts right now.
From the James F. Goodman Studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communication at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, connecting campus and community, this is Carolina Week.
Hello and welcome to the Monday edition of Carolina Week. I'm Jonathan O.
And I'm Carly Swain. Thank you for joining us. As we near the end of the semester, many of us might be eager to head out of Chapel Hill, but reporter Bridger Floyd warns us not to push the pedal to the metal on the way out. Bridger?
Police officers cracked down on speed demons last week as a part of North Carolina's No Need to Speed campaign.
Almost 1,500 drivers were issued citations for speeding violations in the Triangle area. Junior Melanie Fernandez was ticketed for going 20 miles per hour over the speed limit, but she believes that speed limits are important for pedestrian safety.
I think people should follow speed limits, especially like in Chapel Hill when so many people are running and walking and there's just so many people all over the streets on Franklin Street.
Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, Franklin Street, and Highway 54 are hotspots for speeders. The DPS is concentrating on these major roads, and students agree that they are tempted to speed in certain areas of Chapel Hill.
Everybody says the same thing, that Airport and Franklin.
I-40.
Franklin, I go way too fast on Franklin. I go way too fast on Country Club.
Some students argue that installing extra traffic lights and road humps will make them less likely to speed.
A stretch of road that goes 2 miles without a stoplight, no stop signs, is ridiculous to keep it at 35 miles an hour.
The DPS, however, is hesitant to install new stoplights. Instead, they're going to continue to rely on street-level enforcement of speed limits. But some students still aren't ready to slow down.
I understand them. It's not like I actually go 25 on any of the 25s.
The DPS hopes that the No Need to Speed campaign will encourage drivers to go the speed limit.
I try to keep that golden rule of thumb where you only go 10 over, like you won't get a ticket if you're going less than 10.
But contrary to popular belief, you can be ticketed no matter how fast you are going.
Police officers and the DPS are going to continue to ticket speeders, so drivers need to pay attention to that speedometer.
Bridger, are police officers ticketing any other traffic violations besides speeding?
Yes, they're also handing out citations for seatbelt violations, so remember to fasten your seatbelt when you're driving or riding in a car.
Bridger Floyd starting us off tonight. Thank you.
High gas prices are hard on college students who rely on their cars for transportation, and the price of fuel might be hurting students in other ways too. According to AAA, the nationwide average price of a gallon of unleaded gasoline is $3.35. This is 55 cents more than the average price just 1 year ago. Economists say the price of fuel is driving market-wide inflation. So not only will you have to pay more to fill up your tank, but also to fill up your stomach. The cost of food is going up because of higher delivery costs, and making plastic uses petroleum, which makes the cost of food wrappers higher too.
Last week we told you gas prices are also affecting, horror of horrors, the price of beer. Reporter Mackenzie Babb tells us transportation prices are also driving up the cost of the second of a college student's 2 basic food groups, pizza.
It started several months ago with the surge in cheese charges. Now the cost of meat is up and the price of wheat has tripled. These higher costs have cut into profits for pizzerias, prompting statewide pizza price increases.
And in Chapel Hill, pizza parlors like this one, thank you, are beginning to feel the rise.
Acting manager of Chapel Hill's Gumby's Pizza, Justin Walters, hopes to keep his customers calling.
The price of our bags of wheat have almost tripled in cost, so we did have to raise our prices up a little bit. And yeah, it has affected our business. We've had a lot of drop off, but we feel that in time our customers will come back.
Delivery driver Ross Trevor counts on customers' cash, but knows many compensate for higher pizza prices by lowering drivers' tips.
I've been making like $30 less a night. You work 3 nights a week. That's, going to end up being close to $400 a month you're making less, simply because of the price increases.
However, according to UNC sophomore Rachel Howard, students won't let price increases keep them from ordering gummies.
They were rated by the students in the DTH as the best place to get pizza, so I think they're still going to have great business, even with the unfortunate price increases.
Gumby's, like many North Carolina pizza makers, has one wish: to escape from this financial fire without getting burned. In Chapel Hill, I'm Mackenzie Babb, Carolina Week.
Now, if we hear that the cost of ramen noodles is going up, I don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah, that would be a disaster for all of us. Well, the annual crop walk has been highlighting hunger in the world for 22 years. This year's walk began in the Carborough Commons. The crop walk raises money for hunger relief efforts around the world and locally in Chapel Hill and Carborough, with money going to the food programs at the Interfaith Council. The goal this year is to raise $53,000. UNC students and members of the community participated in the 4-mile-long walk. Crop coordinator and UNC alum Charles Wilson explains the reason behind the length of the route.
That's about the average distance someone in Africa or Asia has to walk to get food or water. So we walk because they walk.
Walkers enjoyed the sunny weather, music, and activities throughout the day. We'll know the total raised in about a week. Well, participating in a fundraiser isn't the only way to help a Chapel Hill neighbor.
That's right. Coming up, we'll introduce you to a group of people who've fled persecution and now call this area home.